Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an ASUS TUF gaming laptop. This is the ASUS TUF model A15. This one comes in an RTX 2050, 8GB RAM and 512GB storage SSD, and the exact model for this one is an FA507RF-HN015W. That information can be found on the bottom of the laptop right over here. That's the number, and the full model is right under this sticker. This is a model manufacture date is at 2023-07. That's the week or the month of that year. And in this video, I'm gonna go over how you can open it up and how you can add and remove your RAM on this one, or you can upgrade them. If you want to check your maximum RAM capacity for your laptop, I'll leave a link in the video description. You can check that link. It's a really 30-second short video. You can check it in the maximum RAM capacity for your PC, laptop, without any programs that need to be installed. Once you know that your maximum RAM capacity, then you can come back to this video and open it up and remove. We have upgraded these laptops up to 32GB, 216GB with no problem, and I don't see a reason why you want to go over 32GB on this model. In this case, we have this one brand new, comes with an 8GB out of the box, and the client wants to add another 8GB. And I'm going to take you on the step-by-step how to do that. Tool number one, first thing before doing anything, power off. Make sure you power it off completely. Grab yourself a screwdriver set. I'll be using an iFixit screwdriver set. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, just get the basic tool set. We're going to be using a Phillips number one. And for the opening tools, if you didn't purchase the full set, we're going to be using a guitar pick. And metallic guitar picks are really suitable to opening cases and covers, and it will not scratch because it has a really soft edges. Right. Down here, I have the front of the laptop facing me, the back towards the other side. Now we're going to remove all the screws. There's a two long screws at the back here, and the medium and the short one in the corners. So go ahead and remove all the screws and keep them in different piles. You can organize your screws by drawing a little table here and say which one goes where, or take a picture. But make sure you don't mismatch the screws. Keep them in a separate pile. So go ahead and remove all of them. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in a comment area. I appreciate that. There's only two types of screws in here. The mediums. I thought this was a short one. In the other model, they were short. But in here, all the screws, there are two types only. Two long screws at the back, and the rest are the same size. Don't forget about the one in the middle. Right, once we remove all the screws, now you want to grab your laptop, and we are going to open it up a little bit, and we're going to stick the guitar pick between the palm rest and the bottom cover, just like that in there. And we're just going to wiggle it around in there, and we're going to see a gap opening. You want to hear that click sound, those are the clips are getting loose. You want to work yourself all around in the front end. I'm not sticking the whole guitar pick, only about 2 or 3 millimeters. There's no need to stick the whole thing. And that's not a good thing. To stick everything, you can make it short. So I'm going to stick a little bit in there and just twist. And there we go. Going to the back end, by the grill, just like here, right in this line here, we're going to stick it and we're going to twist it. Same thing here. I'm helping you with my hand here. So you create that little tension, and you want to hear those nice clip sounds. So that the clips are getting loose. Once you did most of it, now you can shut it down. Turn it down, lift it up, work it around, and you can remove the bottom cover. Alright, down here we can see the battery, the nice two plain heat sink. There's a 1, 2, 3 heat pipes. Okay. Now we're gonna remove this power shield here. Just remove it. And right away we can see one RAM DIMM is already installed, and they do actually nicely give you a second DIMM right over here. These are a DDR5 RAM, And to remove the RAMs, you do not need to disconnect the battery. It's absolutely not necessary. But some people, they get really paranoid that like you must disconnect it. There is no need to disconnect the battery. As long as you power off the laptop, you're more than fine. But for those people that are really paranoid and they want to disconnect the battery, I'll show you how to. To disconnect the battery, you want to push this cover, the metal cover, backward just a little bit to just clear the plastic right in here. You want to use a plastic spatula. You want to put it right under the connector, not under the motherboard, and then you want to snap it upward towards the ceiling, and that's how you can disconnect the battery. To put it in, make sure the lock is towards the RAM. Bring it down evenly, push it towards the motherboard, and slide the lock over. The lock only comes about 0.5 millimeter over. But again, that's not necessary. There's a higher chance for you to not align the battery jack and create a short on the motherboard. Anyway, to remove the battery, all you want to do, you want to put your fingers on the side of the triggers, and then you want to pull it away from each other, and the battery, and the RAM will come out in 45-degree angle. All you need to do is to grab it in a 45-degree angle and pull it, slide it towards the back end of the laptop, and it will come out, just like that. The manufacturer, they put this kind of heat shield on top, but again, it's not necessary. Just when you want to put the RAM back in, make sure the notch on the RAM matches the notch right on the DIMM. So if I try to put it the other way around in, it will not go in because the notch is not matching. So you want to bring it down in 45-degree inside the connector, pinch it inside the jack in 45-degree angle, and simply push it towards the motherboard, and you're going to see these two triggers open and close, just like that. And that's how you know your RAM is in place. Now, I'll bring another 8 gig. Doesn't matter, you can mix match the brands. The brands don't make any difference. This is a Kingston 40 Impact DDR5 8 gig. I'll make sure the notch matches, not like that, this way around. Push it. Doesn't matter if the chip, the label is in that side or that's on the other side. As long as the notch matches, that's all you want to do. 45-degree inside the connector, all the way in, nicely clicked in. Sometimes it clicks in, sometimes it doesn't. Then push it towards the motherboard. And there we have it. Right. If you have disconnected the battery, plug it back in. Put this shield over. You want to grab that bottom cover, bring it over. Then you want to just push down the corners. Make sure you hear those nice, sweet click sounds. And the last thing would be to just put the first 2 long screws at the back end. And I will recommend you guys put the corner back ones first. Those are the hinges. And before you put the rest of the screws in, you can turn it on and check it out to see if you have the RAM in. Just remember, once you power on, it might take 15 seconds because the motherboard is going to do a mem check. So I'm going to power it on. I'm going to tap on F2 or escape. I think it's F2, F12. Let's see, F1, F2. I'm just going to tap on these two. See which one is going to get me to the BIOS. Actually, it's loading the Windows. I'll just let it load. And that means the RAM is already installed. If the RAM wouldn't be detected, it will not pop. And there we have it. Again, I hope you guys like this video and help you guys out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me log in. 2008. 008. Control Shift Escape. Let's go to the Task Manager RAM, and there we have our 16 gig. It doesn't show, it reflects it right there. We have 16 gig right in there installed. And this one, it is a CPU Ryzen 7.